Hello and welcome to SANPoint Institute Belagavi. This is Priyanka. So yesterday, that is on 15th October 2022, the much awaited PGCET notification came in official KEA website. So now I think you guys might have been little bit relaxed. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಜನ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಇಯರ್ ನೋಟಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಬರ್ತೈತೋ ಇಲ್ಲೋ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇನ್ ಗೂಗಲ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಮ್ ಅಪ್ಡೇಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಯರ್ ದ PGCET admission might happen through gate exam only and all. Okay, so ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿವಸ all your doubts are clear. Yes, the official PGCET 2022 notification happened. So what all we will be covering in this today's video? So we will be understanding very detailed procedure of form filling process, and along with that I will be answering somewhere around 20 to 30 MCQs also, like most frequently asked questions with respect to this PGCET exam. Like when you get any doubts while you are filling the form, any doubts with respect to exam, and general doubts like whether there is negative marking or whether aptitude is included or not. So ee type ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಏನೇನು ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, so I will be answering all those doubts in today's video. First come first, before rushing in filling the form, you need to do two things. The very first thing is watch this entire video till end, because this will be the best video of PGCET 2022 ever in any of the channels in YouTube. That I'll assure 100%. And second thing is collect all your documents, keep them in front of you, and then start filling the form. So now what all documents you need to have with you now before filling the form? The very first and important thing is your 10th marks card. After that you need to have all your 8th semester engineering marks cards and provisional degree certificate, or else if you have your official degree certificate, keep that with you, and any of your caste reservation certificates, and along with that a photo also. So you nella ready itkori, then start filling the form. The reason why I am stressing about this much is last year 2nd September 2021 ka the notification had happened. Okay, and this time it happened on October 15th. So more than 45 days gap again notification has happened. So last year what they did was they gave one more opportunity for the students to make the corrections in the application form. But as this time it is already delayed, we are not sure whether they will be giving you the time or not. So that is the reason, don't hurry much. 2 or 3 days pass ಆಗಲಿ, ಗಡ್ಬಡೇನು ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಫಿಲ್ ಮಾಡೋರಿಗೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಬರೋದಿತ್ತೇನಿಲ್ಲ. Okay, so but once you are filling, see to it that you should not commit even a single mistake, because you are filling your details, not your friends or my details in that. So nimda details and you fill ಮಾಡೋ ಮುಂದೆ still you commit the mistake. I don't know why. Okay, but whatever it is, don't commit any mistake. So this is the reason I am telling you, watch this video till end completely. You will be gaining lot of information here. So let's start now. So this is the official KEA website. So you need to visit here. Just KEA to search ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಗೂಗಲ್ ಒಳಗೆ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಬರ್ತೈತಿ ಇದು ಲಿಂಕು. So here you can see there are two important links which are updated with respect to the PGCET 2022. So first ಏನೈತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ information bulletin is here, and here there is the PGCET online application filling link. Okay, so first what we will do is we will click on this information bulletin and see what information is there here. So as I mentioned here, see it is around 80 pages you can see here. Okay, so application has already started yesterday, and the last date for filling the form and completing the entire process is 26th date. So you are given just 10 days of the time for this, for filling the form. That's it. Next, if we go further, you will see like stages to enter the application online. So there are two stages here which you need to remember. The first stage here is registration, and the second stage here is the application entry. So either the difference ena, see if you haven't done this earlier, this is the mandatory process even when you are applying for the government job applications also in our Karnataka. Okay, that is first you need to do the registration. What is the importance of this registration? Here once you complete the registration process, you will be having a username and password. So whenever a final result is announced, whenever like during counseling process, for each and everything you need to have that username as well as password with you. So what I suggest is once you complete the registration process, write down the username and password in a safe place, or save it in WhatsApp or somewhere else. This is very important. And don't worry, like if you forget the password you can change, but why do you create the complications unnecessary when the things are very simple? and when the things you can take care without committing any mistake, isn't it? So whatever the username main irati password is there, so you need to keep them safe, because further when the online admission process happens or the counseling process happens, that time you will be using this username and password. So see, do not feel like why madam is telling this much, because I am into this since 4 years. I am training the students for PGCET since 4 years. So every time students will come up with one or the other complications in that. Though I tell the same thing in the video, still you commit the same mistake. Okay, so unnecessary you will be in trouble, because you are the one who will be writing the exam, right? So don't land up in the trouble. This is the reason why I am explaining this much in detail. So now let's see the registration process. So now where this registration link is available, it is here only. Then online application link is here, right? So there only you need to do the registration first. See, you can see here login, password, enter captcha is there. So as you are a new user, so you need to click here. Okay, very simple. So if you belong to Karnataka, click as yes, or non-Karnataka, click as no, because there are certain seats also for non-Karnataka students. So accordingly you need to fill the details. So the very first detail here is your SSLC registration number. After that, name as per SSLC. See, what you need to remember here is whenever you are applying for any of the exams, okay, so the 10th marks card plays very major role. So whatever the details are there in your 10th marks card, like your name, your father name and all, the same thing should be used in further for any of the notifications. So you need to write your name, date of birth, gender, passing year of SSLC, then father name or guardian name, mother name, and select the course you want to take the admission. So here if you are attempting only MTech, okay, like if you are having the plans of going for only MTech, then click this option. And if you have plans of going for MBA, ME, MTech and all, then click this option. Don't commit any mistake. And if you want to do only MCA, then click here. Only MBA, click here. So don't commit any mistake. Again I am telling you. Then what is your qualification? So you need to mention your qualification here. Next, nationality, Indian. Next, are you a Karnataka candidate? Yes or no? You need to mention that. Next, so whatever the category you belong to, you need to mention that category, because in PGCET there is a reservation for caste category. There is no reservation for Kannada medium or rural, remember. Next, family income you need to mention. Are you a physically challenged person? Then your email ID you need to mention. So see to it that you mention the correct email ID, because further whatever the communication will happen between you and KEA, it will happen through your phone number or through your email ID only. Next, select one of the questions as its answer. So here why you need to do is, like if you miss a password sometime, then here question that time you can change the password also. Next, the secret answer for this, enter the displayed string here or the captcha. So whatever the captcha is there, here you need to mention that, and your mobile number and password for this. So it should have minimum 8 characters. So re-enter. So once you do this, you need to click here the registration. So from this, your first step of the online application form got over. So now let's see the online form filling. So for filling this application, you need to log in with your user ID as well as password, which you have got at the end of this registration process. But before the start of this application process, you need to go through the entire brochure first. So understand each and everything, whatever is clearly mentioned here. Yes, but practically speaking, it is very difficult to go through all these 80 pages in the beginning, as all the information of MBA, MCA, MTech, MA, MArch, each and every information is present in this brochure. So ಅದರ ಸಂಬಂಧ ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಏನು ಕಂಡಿಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಏನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ, ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಫ್ರೇಮ್ಡ್ ದಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟ್. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಅದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ದಾಗ ನೀವು ಓದಿದ್ರಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್, ನೀವು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊರಿ. ಅದು ಮುಗಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟೇಕನ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಫಿಲ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಅವರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾನು ಡೀಟೇಲಾಗಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತನೋ, ಅದರ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ನೀವು ಫಾರ್ಮು ಫಿಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. And along with that, I have also mentioned that how you will get the GATE scorecard as well as the PGCET scorecard also. Scorecard ಅಂದ್ರೆ your result card. So ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನೀವು first information ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡು, then if you start filling the form, you will not be having any complications as well as you will not commit any mistake. This is the main purpose of making this video. So let's try understanding those questions now. let's start. So already we had covered, and these will be the remaining topics which we will be covering in the further PGCET journey with SANPoint. So now let's start answering few questions from the paper related. Okay, so the very first question is method of applying for exam. So hang ನೀವು exam apply ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So it is online only, and you will be applying through KEA website. So as I mentioned in the previous video, so KEA is the official authority which conducts the exam for PGCET. Okay, Karnataka Examination Authority. So whatever the information will be there with respect to PGCET exam, that will be uploaded in KEA website. What is the mode of the exam? So ನೀವು exam ಹೆಂಗೆ ಬರಿಬೇಕು? So it is offline mode. Okay, so remember that it is the offline mode of examination. Next question. Is exam descriptive or objective? What is the meaning of this? Descriptive ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸೆಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಬರ್ದಿರ್ತಾರ, or whether there are MCQs. So this exam is completely objective. That is, you will be having only MCQs questions in this particular exam. Aptitude and engineering mathematics are in the syllabus? No. Most of the students have this doubt and they ask me, ma'am, whether we have to study engineering mathematics aptitude? No. So only your engineering subjects are there. So if you are a civil engineer, then all the subjects of civil engineering, whatever you have studied in engineering, will be there. Same way with mechanical, electrical, etc. For how many marks this exam is conducted? So this exam is conducted for 100 marks. In further slides, I will be showing you the marks distribution also very much in detail. Next. Only 1 mark questions will be there? No. This question paper has both 1 mark question as well as 2 mark question. Okay, so what all will be there and all we shall discuss later. So how many questions are there in 1 mark and for how many questions are for 2 marks? So 50 questions have 1 mark and 25 questions have 2 mark. So that's why it is altogether 100 marks paper. Next, is there any negative marking in PGCET? No, there is no any negative marking, so don't get confused. Next, what is the duration of the exam? It will be for 2 hours, that is 120 minutes. Whether calculator is allowed in PGCET exam? Yes. So calculator is allowed. So when you are solving any of the numericals while practicing for PGCET, so you use calculator and then try getting the answers, because calculator will be allowed. Because see, some of the questions you can solve without using calculator also, but that will consume more time. So as to have the realistic practice, okay, so use calculator when you are doing the preparation. Will there be the numericals in the exam? Yes. So again, this is also very important doubt of the students. So ma'am, like whether they will ask only theory questions, only numericals? No. This question paper will be combination of theory as well as numericals. So you can expect somewhere around 35 to 40% of the numericals in this exam. Okay, and usually these numericals come in 2 mark section. Okay, so when you see the question paper, the first 50 questions will be displayed or it will be printed, and below that there will be the 2 mark question which will be 25 questions. So if you want to know exactly how the question paper will be, I have went through 2 question papers, that is PGCET 2021 and PGCET 2020 in my earlier video. Okay, so you just go to PGCET playlist, you will get this video. Okay, so you will get to know how exactly the question paper is, because whenever you are attempting any of the exams, you should be familiar with the question paper pattern. Suddenly, if you see the question paper there in the exam hall, you might panic, and because of which you might forget whatever you have studied. So that is the reason you should be very, very familiar to the question paper. So just check that video. I'll be leaving the link in the description also. Let's take the questions from the application. That is, you are filling the form. So what exactly the details are needed and all. So should I upload all the category certificates while filling the form? Yes. See, if you have any of the reservations, then you have to upload all the certificates when you are filling the form. So if you don't fill with the certificates, then you will be considered in general merit. So will I get the chance to edit application after few days in case I have made any mistake? See, most of the students commit one or the other mistake when you are filling the form. Some of the students even commit the mistake in writing their names also. Okay, actually last time what they did was they had given some time frame for editing the current application as well as for filling the new application. So it was done last time. Next, is there any reservation for Kannada medium and rural? No. There is no any reservation in our PGCET. But if you consider our Karnataka government exams, you have reservation for Kannada medium as well as rural. But again, these 2 reservations are not there for central level government exams like IES or you can say SSC, JEE or RRB. Next, marks should be entered as CGPA or percentage. So you should be entering the marks in terms of percentage. So how to calculate the B aggregate? So a simple formula is given in the KEA website only. So sum of the marks scored by the candidate in all the subjects of all the exams divided by the semester into 100. So here what you have to do is you should add all the marks of all the 8 semesters, divide that by 8 into 100. So this will be your numerator, and divided by sum of all the maximum marks of all the subjects, like 100 marks will be the maximum. So that divided by the semester. So from this you will be able to calculate the aggregate percentage of the marks. Next, in the form, should I select as type A or type B? See, when you are filling the form, you will be asked for two options, like type A of the MTech or type B of the MTech. So if you are trying for MTech in Kuvempu University or Mysore University, then you need to type as type A. And if you are trying for VTU, UVCE, Bangalore, UBDTCE, Davangere, then you should type as type B. So most of the students go with the second option, that is type B. Next, should I take the application print after the fee payment? Yes. So you have to take the application print. That is very, very mandatory, because when you go for the counseling process and all, that time you have to take your application hard copy. So once you make the fees payment for the application, you have to take the print. Okay, so hope you have understood all the questions with respect to these two sections. Now let's see the PGCET pattern. I had explained briefly in my earlier videos also. So you can see 50 questions will be for 1 mark. So altogether 50 marks, and 25 questions will be for 2 marks. So altogether it will be 50 marks. So hence total will be 100 marks. Okay. So this was type A, type B I told. Next, this is the sample application form of our student. So here you need to mention the scores, your name, father's name, mother's name, date of birth, gender, then spouse name if you are married or single if you are unmarried, then annual income, your caste reservation, sub category, then religion, eligibility clause A. So you will be having the list of the eligibility. So from that you need to select this, and B civil engineering. Next, so qualifying degree status, appeared andre you have appeared but you haven't got the results yet. That is the meaning. So your university number, college name, university name, and total years of studying, 4 years of engineering. So result, in which month you completed that particular year, in which year, maximum marks, secured marks. That is, it is the total of all the subjects in that particular year. Remember. So do you claim reservation under physically disabled, then ex-serviceman, then under 371, that is Hyderabad, Karnataka, you have reservation for this. And so if you have, then you need to mention the details. Then PGCET appearing under. So type A and third nano. Amele course name civil engineering. Have you appeared GATE exam? Yes, because she is our student who had qualified GATE exam. Yes, and code for GATE will be civil engineering CE. This is the GATE score. You need to mention, do you claim seat under sponsored? No. Okay, because if you are not a sponsored from the company, then you should mention this as no. So if you have qualified GATE, then only you should mention the score. If you have scored the marks of the qualifying marks less than that in that particular year of GATE results, then you need not mention. Okay, don't mention your GATE results if you haven't qualified. Next, this is the sample GATE scorecard. Okay, so I was talking about this only. So this is the qualifying marks. This is the GATE 2021 scorecard. That time for general merit 29.2 was the qualifying marks out of 100. For EWS and OBC 26.2. For SC/ST PWD 19.4. So if you belong to SC/ST and if you have scored above this marks, then so if you belong to SC/ST and if you have scored equal to or above this, then only you will be called as you have qualified GATE 2021. Then with this, you can apply PGCET form and mention the details. You need not write the exam, and your result will be within first 2000 ranks. And if you belong to OBC category and if your marks is equal to or above this, the same condition, and this is for general merit. So hope you have understood. So now this student, he has qualified GATE exam because he belonged to this one among these categories and he has got 19.59, okay, which is above this qualifying. So that's why he has qualified GATE exam. This is the meaning. Next, so this is your PGCET scorecard. Andre, this is your PGCET result. So as I mentioned earlier, starting MTech rank for PGCET 2021 candidates is 2001. So same way for 2022 also it will be 2001. one only. Okay, so 2022, this year PGCET. So this is the scorecard of last year. Okay, so you can see here, this student has scored 48 marks in PGCET out of 100. And his question paper version, there will be, I think, 4 different versions, A1, B1, C1, D1 mostly. So what is that version of his question paper? And he has got 48 marks. So for 48 marks, his PGCET rank is 2719. So this is how you will get your PGCET scorecard. Now, if you have qualified GATE exam, I told you, you need not write the PGCET exam. So that time you can see here, okay, so he will not be having any marks here, okay, because he haven't written. But he has qualified GATE exam and he has got 31.57. This GT is GATE. So now with this 31.570, his PGCET rank is just 67 out of 10,000. Okay. So this is what I tried explaining in my previous video also. So this is 67 rank which he has got for scoring 31.57 marks in GATE exam. So this is how GATE qualified students mark sheet will look like, and previous mark sheet was the student who has written PGCET exam. Okay, so that's what the details of all are clearly mentioned here. So GATE qualified candidates idrandra with the valid GATE score, then you need not appear PGCET exam. And you can see here, when the GATE qualified students are not available, seat allotment will be made to non-GATE students. So I had explained all this in my previous video. Check that. Next, GATE scholarship. So to get this scholarship, the candidate should have valid GATE score and he should opt under valid GATE score only, and he cannot take admission under sponsored candidate. So if he takes under that, then he will not get the scholarship. The same way SC, ST and OBC students, if they are having any scholarship from Karnataka government or government of India, will not get the GATE scholarship. Then for part-time also, there is no any GATE scholarship. And this point is very important. Applications for GATE scholarship from AICT will be processed by the respective college where the candidates take admission, and KEA has no responsibility in getting GATE scholarship to them. That's what I had mentioned in my previous video. So neither KEA nor your college will provide you the stipend. MHRD will provide you the stipend. So once the applications are out, your college will inform you. You just need to fill the form. And this last sentence is very much important. So if you have qualified GATE exam, GATE 2020, then GATE 2021 and GATE 2022, then you can see you need not write the PGCET exam. So you need to mention the marks in the application form. Next, you can see here, in case MTech courses, first seat will be allotted to the valid GATE score candidates irrespective of Karnataka or non-Karnataka. After that, the counseling will start, and you can see here 10% of the seats are reserved for the non-Karnataka students who have written the PGCET 2022 exam. Next, there will be like 2 rank list I mentioned. One is GATE rank list, another one is PGCET rank list. So this GATE rank list will be 1 to 2000, and this will be 2001 to the last rank. So next, this is the previous year's analysis. I have explained about this in my earlier videos also. So if you haven't gone through that, you can recheck. So 6 years question papers analysis I have made. So these are the weightage of the subjects. So from this, what you have to understand is, you have to study surveying subject, geotechnical engineering, highway engineering, then building materials and concrete technology. So these are very, very high weightage subjects. So after that, you can concentrate the subjects something like strength of materials. You can expect good number of questions from strength of materials, environmental engineering. So now this is your PGCET 2022 syllabus. So you can see here, basics of civil engineering and strength of materials are there, building materials and concrete technology, surveying, fluid mechanics, structures, like you have structural analysis, steel, RCC, all the subjects are included here. Geotechnical engineering, that is GT1 and GT2. Environmental engineering, that is environmental engineering 1, which is water supply engineering, and environmental engineering 2, which is wastewater engineering. Next is transportation engineering. So this includes highway engineering, railway engineering, ports and harbors. Okay, so you can join our SANPoint course. We have covered each and everything. You need not worry. Hydrology is there and irrigation is there. So this is the syllabus of PGCET 2022. And as I mentioned earlier, you can go through the question paper of PGCET 2021 and 2020 also, which I have discussed in my videos. So just visit PGCET playlist. You will get all the information about PGCET exam. So for all such quick updates, keep following SANPoint on stream YouTube channel And the civil engineering courses for PGCET, RWS, SSC, JEE are available in onstream.sanpoint.co.in. So if you need any further information, you can call us on 99160 where the video lectures, free test series, free PDF materials and preparation strategy is also available. All the very best for your PGCET preparation.